Announce this, so I'm okay if people are just finding out. I should probably do better, but just in case you are just coming here, excuse me, chewing gum, but going live really does make my mouth very dry, and I don't have my water bottle with me. But this is the beginning of my live series, first of the month. I realize a lot of things happen at the first of the month, and I just want to let you guys know. So, I have my trusty computer, so we're gonna keep up with some credit news and YouTube news. But I also have a video coming out tonight at like 7:30. So this won't be a normal length live like I normally do. So we'll get right into it. And anybody who hasn't been here from the beginning can catch the replay because I won't be super long. But today is rent day with the built card. I should have brought my built card with me so I could show you, but today all of your multipliers with built are doubled. So you get 6x on dining, so that should make the gold card sweat a little bit. You get 2x on all regular purchases, so you're getting 2 built points for everything that you purchase today, except for rent and rent activities, which I'll get into later. You get 4x on travel. So just remember, today is rent day. Other important news today, before I get into the rent thing, is that today, if you hold an Amex Gold or an Amex Platinum or multiple cards of this nature, and you have them saved as your Uber payment method, all of your Uber cash drop in today. There are countless times where people save the Uber cash until the end, and then sometimes it doesn't get processed, but I've spoken on this on numerous occasions. You definitely want to use your Uber cash so that way you don't leave any money on the table that American Express is giving you if you have those cards. So back to built rent. If you notice, I did say, what's going on here? Okay, if you notice, I did say that built has rent activities. So I am a homeowner, I am not a renter, but I do pay a HOA. I do go through a property manager to pay bills associated with where I live. So that is considered a rent activity. So I can actually use my built card to avoid fees that I would normally get with credit cards through that, and I still get built points every month. So that's pretty sweet. Now remember also with built, you have to have 5 transactions in a month, and all of your rent activities do count as transactions. So whether you're paying rent, HOA assessments, fines, parking tickets, things of that nature coming through a property management system that is associated with built or recognized by built as a property management system will actually count as a rent activity, and all rent activities count as transactions. So that means it's probably a night for lunch. For dinner, I'm probably gonna have Chipotle and get the wife Chipotle and anybody else who asks for Chipotle. So that way I can take advantage of this 6x. Now, I wish built dining was in our area instead of the select areas, so then I could enjoy that wonderful 11x. But speaking of built dining, also remember, load at least 3 cards on there because they're giving you 100 built points per card that you load here. And as a matter of fact, as far as the built portal is concerned, you definitely want to take advantage of all the free points that they have because they're still new. So why leave anything free on the table? Load up all your travel partners, load up all your cards to the built dining, and also going more so into the built portal is that today they have 100% travel bonus on Flying Blue Miles. Now you have, I do believe they run on Pacific Standard Time. So right now, East Coast, it's 6:45. So you have about two hours and some change to get that 100% bonus. So if you are looking at a redemption and you are just wondering what it is that you can do and you have some points, now's the time. 100% travel bonus. I have not heard of anything else even anywhere near approaching that. So let's see, it looks like we got some chats here. Caesar's in the house. What is the optimal built wallet setup for dining from Matt Clausen? Everything when they expand on it. Well, for me, would be my gold card, so I can get points across different vendors. Obviously, the built card for the first of the month, and get that 11x and utilize that every single day on the first of the month, every single first of the month. And then for the third card, it would be a toss up because you have some 3x dining cards like the CSP, where you can actually get 5 build points plus 3 UR points, and they're pretty valuable. But I would leave the third card as a wild card, something I would interchange depending on which currency means the most to me, and especially if I have a card that is having a sign up bonus that also has a dining multiplier. That is what that third slot would actually rotate for. But as far as concrete, the built card and the master card, if I have them both, those would be a part of my 3 card setup in the built wallet for built dining. So, like for instance, Capital One Saver One. That's a pretty decent card. I would have that in the third slot. I already said the CSP. There are quite a few cards that give a decent dining multiplier, and by decent, I need 3x. If I don't get at least 3x, it's not decent because I eat too much to take anything less than 3x on a dining multiplier for any card, period. I don't care who the issuer is. So, good question as well. So we can definitely stew on that one. So I've been noticing, just want to keep you guys abreast that I've been noticing that a lot of people now are talking about this relaxed Chase 524 rule. And finally, people are understanding that, Chase is actually officially standing behind this rule. And I was actually told on a few occasions by Chase reconsideration reps that the 524 is the reason that I was denied for a card. So recently I did 2 apps, and I'm gonna go ahead and reiterate it. When they send me the denial letters, normally with a 524 denial, the denial reason is too many accounts open in a short span of time. That was not a denial reason there. So I don't know if they've taken that off as they officially recognize 524, but I would be interested to see anybody who's been rejected for a card and been told it's 524, what exactly was the reason that they told you they rejected you for the card. This way we can kind of try to, figure out their game plan. But the data points are all over the place via Reddit and online. As a matter of fact, Loose Points and Miles, who I know for a fact is over 524, he recently just did a video where after I was denied for the CSP at 924, I believe he got the CSP on an instant approval, and I think he's at 624. So I don't know if they're deferring to recent inquiries or what have you, but Ben Hedges also put out a video with some updates and some updated data points as well concerning this. So you have a lot of people who are leaning hard into the CSP now because they feel like it's an easier card to get, or at least the conditions are more so easy to get. So let's refresh the page and let's see what's going on. Let's see what the newest videos are here. Also want to give a shout out to Stan the Credit Frog. He just did an unboxing of the Marriott business card from American Express. I hold the card. It's a great card. I hope he does enjoy that because he went through a lot of hype to get that too, because American Express initially didn't even want to give it to him. But good for him, and if you guys see him, tell him I shouted him out. So, what can we talk about for a few minutes? Because also I have a video dropping tonight at 7:30, so I don't want to take you guys up too long. But I was thinking to myself, first of the month, chances are some people, might got a little paid. You might have been paid last Friday. You definitely got to pay your bills. You definitely got to pay rent. Chances are mortgage and other bills are due. Everybody likes the first of the month for a due date. So with that, let's talk about some credit tricks. Let's talk about some tricks to make your money stretch further, since today is probably the day you actually have to let go of most of your money. Let's touch on a few things. So now we're going to change gears because I am a huge fan of the Amex Platinum card. I have an Amex Platinum card. It is my favorite card, so I'm going to cover that one first. Let's talk about some tricks with that. So if you have the Amex card, if you are trying to justify the Amex card, the Amex Platinum card, and you are trying to travel, understand that some of the benefits and perks can be optimized. So which ones am I talking about? Like, very first example is the clear credit. Chances are, if you travel and you have status with any airline, you can get a discounted clear credit. And they partner with all the majors, Delta, United, American. So it will actually knock the clear cost down to 129 or 119. I think it's 119. And then in addition to that, if you have a player two or a travel buddy, adding them on your clear account without them getting a whole clear account themselves, like 50 or 60 bucks, which the entire credit covers, so you can get two clear memberships for the price of one. So that is one way you can actually maximize the value, the subjective value of that credit if one person holds the card. Now your second person doesn't even have to hold an Amex Platinum, but they are just now added on to your clear membership. What's up, Wandering Doc? Pleasure to have you here. Figured I'd go and do a short live. As a matter of fact, let me double check the chat. Okay, Matt said, at some point, I plan on CSR, built Hilton Surpass. Right now, I have the CSR and Saver One. Okay, well, I mean, that is solid. You got some good stuff there. You about to hit the gym? I know I need to hit the gym myself. I'm not even mad at you. But right now, we're talking about, credit tricks. I've covered another credit trick here. As a matter of fact, before I go into that, let's think about some things with the no, as a matter of fact, I'll go into that, because since we've been speaking about the CSP, nobody likes the online grocery hack. Well, nobody likes the online grocery multiplier. It's stupid. There's no other way to say it. It's just dumb, especially in competition with cards that have an in-store grocery multiplier, which people use all the time. So remember, I've covered this before. If your supermarket has a companion app where you can use QR codes to pay, that will actually tie to your online account. You can actually use your CSP in store in order to get the multiplier. It's very simple, and normally it's right there at the pay, at where you pay, and you take your phone, you scan the QR code, and it applies it against your stored credit information. Like here in this area, we have Publix. I know it's available at like Hy-Vee in the Midwest, HEB. I've seen those in Texas. Kroger has it available. They're in Georgia. I don't know about Vons in California, and I don't know about like Piggly Wiggly or like King Cullen or any of the Northeast places, but I think at some of the Osco supermarkets that's available. So that is desperately, let me see, it's available. That's something that that's something you absolutely need to know about. So just in case you're not flipping cards, or if you get into a situation where you don't have a card on you, you definitely want to maximize your grocery spend. All right, looks like here JP Buffett is in the building. He says, yo, Chad, I am starting to wonder if the advantage of clear is becoming a disadvantage. Recently went through LAX, TSA, pre-check line was empty, while the clear line had a small but a line nonetheless. Honestly, I see where you're coming from. And the reason I see that is because I go to multiple airports, and sometimes the VIP line is so popular that it actually gets clogged over the normal line, and you tend to actually have that at bigger airports. Now, I've been to like Chicago. I was in O'Hare, and was it O'Hare? I think it was O'Hare where it happened, where it's like this dude was like, when you're walking and you can tell somebody's like racing you, but they don't want to look too obvious. He's like killing himself to get in front of me in this pre-check line, because I guess like the plane's gonna feel sweeter if he gets on it first. Not really realizing I had clear, and I beat him through the line, even though the clear line had a longer line of people. That is a trade-off, because sometimes you will have a clear line that's longer than the TSA pre-check line, but when people go into the pre-check line, they still have to wait because clear cuts in front of them. So the hierarchy, so like, here's the plane, here's the gate, right? So right above that, those are your clear people with pre-check, then pre-check, than everyone else. So in some cases, it's almost like I call it a Chick-fil-A paradox, where you will have more people in one line, but that line is actually moving faster than another line that has half the people because they have optimized it and made it as efficient as possible. But JP, I've definitely seen what you're talking about, man. And also, I seen your new video. I want to check that out, that review of that property that you went to. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I just want you to know that it did come up on my feed, and I do plan on checking it. So let's see here. Now, what were we talking about? Oh, back to credit tricks. 30 little credit tricks. Right now, right, the name of the game is optimization. You want to optimize everything that you put your hands on, or else it's like you're getting value, but you know, if I flip you a shiny bronze coin as opposed to a shiny gold coin, you're gonna be jealous of the guy who got the gold. So you definitely want to go ahead and optimize as much as you can, which leads me into referrals. Right now, I have a referral that is active because someone used one of my links. As a matter of fact, Edris Monte, his brother, used my link. Also, you definitely want to congratulate him. He just got married. Good guy, great creator. I think he's got like 300 subs, but he puts out some good stuff. But in any case, the gold card is now getting me 9x MR points at grocery stores up to $25,000, and I think I have like 2 months left on it. So right now, optimization breeds that we no longer slide our cards at gas stations anymore. Like, I don't use gas stations, but the wife has a gas vehicle, so I make sure to buy her gas card at the local supermarket to get 9x, and then she can then fill up her gas tank. So now, with Amex's sensitivity to MS, sometimes you gotta mix it in with a couple of things because it's normal for people to buy cards, but why get 9x when the closest is probably 5x, and that's if you have a decent card? So get the 9x, because I don't know where you guys are from, but where I'm from, 9, right there, is actually more than 4 or 5, you know? As a matter of fact, I only need one hand for this. But that is definitely also something to consider. Let's talk about some more optimization tips. Oh, perfect one. Let's go back to the platinum. You want to justify the platinum. The airline incidental credit is actually a famous credit, and it's famously infamous because people either A, don't know what the word incidental means, B, they really don't know what the word incidental means, or C, they just haven't read the fine print and think that if they just simply spend on airline, they'll get the credit back. That is not the case. First and foremost, you have to pick your airline at the beginning of the year, and once you do, you need to know how's the best way to, you know, really bend that incidental credit to your will. Now, Sledge did a video about using the United Travel Bank in order to do it. That codes as an incidental purchase. That's covering United. With American, you can use it for day passes into the Admirals Club if that's your groove. You can do that. I don't really care for American, but yeah, what are you gonna do? With Delta though, I'm a Delta loyalist, so I'm going to talk to my Delta loyalists here. There are quite a few ways you can actually use that credit. One way that a lot of people don't understand is that if you buy a Delta gift card, now for instance, in my specific situation right now, if I use my gold card and I buy a Delta gift card from the supermarket, and they do sell them, I will get 9x MR points back, which beats the platinum card, but I get 9x MR points back per dollar spent on a gift card. And then I book a flight and I use the gift card as my payment method. And then I put my platinum after the gift card as a payment method. It accomplishes quite a few things. First, I get the 9x MR points. Secondly, because a gift card has started the purchase process for the seat, any other payment method comes incidental to the original purchase. So if you have the whole entire $200 credit, and you, let's say you find a $300 flight, you buy a $100 gift card, so you get 900 points off that bonus from the gold. You put the $100 gift card in, and then you use your you use your platinum card for the other $200. Now that's it. You've paid $100 for a flight. You've gotten 900 plus the 200 times five. You got almost 2,000 points for the flight. You've only paid $100 out of pocket. So that is a dirty trick. And speaking of the devil, Anthony, oh, you want to start a war? Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat, man. Hit you back and stuff. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit the roulette table in Vegas, man. I appreciate you, dude. I was actually just talking about your live yesterday. About doing a little hack with the Delta gift cards in order to trigger the incidental payment. So like I said, if you purchase a flight on Delta and you use a gift card as your initial payment, the rest of the payment is incidental and it will trigger that incidental credit. So that works definitely for people who are paying with a platinum card, with their Delta cards. So that's definitely something that you want to keep in mind. So I just want to give you guys a couple little credit tricks. It is 7 o'clock now, so we'll probably be on for like another 15 minutes, another 10 or 15 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So what I'm gonna do is every first of the month, I'm not gonna set a special time, but what I am gonna do is come to you guys every first of the month. We're gonna catch up on some stuff. We're gonna see if I have any more credit tricks from my travels. I'll give you guys a little update on the channel because I think it is the right thing to do. The incidental talk. Hey, no worries. It's not gonna be a long live. I'll see if I can timestamp it for you. But the long and short of it is that you definitely want to get, if you're a Delta loyalist, get a Delta gift card, use it as your payment method, use your platinum to pay for the rest of the flight, and that 9 times out of 10, because I never say always and I never say never without, a caveat, 9 times out of 10, the rest of the payment will trigger the incidental credit so that you don't leave any money on the table. That is a little Delta hack that I picked up that involves the platinum card. But I know you got to go to the gym, so I just wanted to give you the long and short of it. But we got some, I got some good stuff coming out tonight. I'm looking forward to it. What's the Delta baggage hack to get? What's the Delta baggage hack to get extra points? Oh, let's talk about that. Now, this is not specific to a credit card, but this is something that I always do. If you fly Delta, I don't care where you go, I don't care how long it takes you to get there. Delta has a 20-minute bag guarantee that makes them unique from other hard product domestic carriers, meaning that it is algorithmically driven. They have to log what time the plane lands, what time your bag gets on the conveyor belt, especially in Delta hubs, but pretty much anywhere Delta is prevalent. If they do not get your bags on that belt within 20 minutes, they owe you 2,500 Delta points. I have used and abused this credit. I've taught my wife to use and abuse this credit. We have actually been in baggage claims where we have gotten subscribers to the channel from people who we got 2,500 points on the spot, did not cost them anything. So what you want to do, because it's algorithmically driven, here's a couple of things you want to remember. You have 72 hours to do it, so you don't have to do it in the airport. If it's something that you think of, even if you think the bags did come in 20 minutes, you definitely want to try it anyway. Because if it's a second off, the algorithm will automatically award you the points. You do not have to talk to anybody. So you have 72 hours to do it. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from your computer. I thought I made a long form video about this, unless I made it, forgot to edit it, and forgot to post it. But definitely that's it. That is all there is to it. Free 2,500 points. If they're 21 minutes, it doesn't matter. And those points drop directly into your Delta Bank, your points balance, and they're immediately available for use. Now, also remember, Delta values their own points at 1 cent per point. So even though we may call them Sky Pesos and think they're way overvalued, Delta will give you the value at 1 cent per point if you use Delta points at a Delta Sky Lounge, if you use them to pay for bags, overweight bags and things like that. That's how they value their own points. And now with the new promotion with their cards where they're giving you 15% back, in some cases your basement value will be 1.15 cents per point. So you definitely want to take advantage of that any way possible where they give you points. So that is your recap for the Delta bag hack. That's something I use all the time. Me and my wife use it all the time. I suggest if you fly Delta, remember, just use it. Trust me. You go into the menu, the extra menu, baggage and claims, and it's a little tiny thing that says 20-minute bag guarantee. They're going to want your departure airport, your record locator, your arrival airport, and there's one other thing they normally want. Not your name, your SkyMiles number. You do that, and you'll get your whatchamacallit. So let's see what's going on in the chat here. Future David, Matt, thank you. Okay, you got you're signing up for all your programs through Built. Good. Go ahead and get those points while they're still giving it to them. That's wild, so odd. I wonder why that code is incidental when paying for the flight directly. With the Platinum, doesn't code as incidental. Because the Platinum is the primary payment method. Now remember, when you buy a ticket on a plane, your ticketing payment method, that's the primary use of you even transacting business with an airline. Nine times out of 10, people don't buy anything from airlines that don't have to do with ticketing. So if you have an initial payment method, technically they're going to mark that as a paid ticket. It's not fully paid, but they are receiving money for said ticket. So I would assume that is then why any alternate payment method would be incidental to starting the ticket reservation process. So to see your side note, with Built possibly adding dining category, or it is grocery, is there an argument to forget the Amex Gold and get the Built? I would say yes. If they added grocery, I would say yes for those who do not want the $250 annual fee of a gold card, because Dugras reports, great friend of the channel. I meant to mention him because he's also running the same promotion on the gold card as I am. He actually, me and him were talking about this the other night about how there's a subjective valuation to even the Built credit, not Built, even the Uber credits, right? Because with the thing, okay, you got a gold card, you got a platinum card, you get your Uber cash every month. That's great, but everybody doesn't use Uber like that. And then in addition to that, through those food delivery service, there is a markup because they're going to make money on both ends. They're going to charge a delivery fee. They're going to charge a markup or a convenience fee in order for you to order food off of them instead of ordering directly with the restaurant provider. So with that being considered, he said, and he made a valid point, that maybe he actually values the Uber credit at a scale of 80 cents on the dollar because, you're paying the markup and, they're kind of mitigating what it is they're giving you by a bit, which I can totally understand. So, but the beauty of these things is the subjective nature of people's value. What I may value at a full 200, like the FHR credit, some people do not because they're not going to do that one day stop in Vegas and pay zero for it. It's going to go incidental to some wild amount of money that they're paying for a hotel anyway. So let's see here. Oh, no problem, Sean. I'm happy I was able to answer your question. It's already, okay, let's go down here. Okay, Matt says it already has 3x dining. The trick here is the wallet and dining will take your points on other cards and do 5x yeah, exactly. You've explained it correctly. Is that, with Built Dining, you can actually use other cards, get the points from those ecosystems. Now, I definitely want a real hard and fast data point from somebody in that area because somebody pointed out something that was very important. Is that if you use Built Dining, right? I want this to code from said restaurant. So on rent day, I may use my or on a non-rent day, actually, I may use my gold card through my built dining. So I know I'm gonna get 5x built points. That much I know for a fact. But when my gold card is charged for said food, is it gonna go through their portal and be charged as a portal purchase, which is 1x? Or will it bypass and go straight to the restaurant, which will code as a food purchase, which is 4x? So that is definitely something I want to see some hard and fast data points, because I do not live in one of the markets that this is rolled out into. But so help me, if nobody gives me a data point and I have to get on a plane and go fly and try it out myself, I will. I will do crazy things, because the best part about it is I'm old, and no matter what, I got to spend the money anyway. Because if I don't cost myself money, kids are going to cost me money anyway. So to do something for the channel would be awesome. And then, my wife will come too, and then we'll have fun. Well, let's go back to the chat here. Matt says, don't get a card on potential, get them guarantees. I wholly and totally agree. Okay, so Anthony says, I know you've been pushing it lately. I'm really inching towards a built card as a catch-all card, because I want some Hyatt stays. Yeah, the built card does have Hyatt as a travel partner, and they have actually taken said monopoly from Chase. So if you're locked out of Chase due to Chase 524, built is another avenue that you can get to redeem at Hyatt properties, and Hyatt is freaking awesome. So I just want to let you know that. Okay, Matt says, got to do all your catch-all on the first, but I think they're going to expand it a while further. I do think so too. This card is really on a tear as a no annual fee card, so I totally see that as well. Okay, thanks, Chad. No problem, Anthony. And Matt said, oh, wait, Matt, you are in the Hudson Valley. Maybe you can be our test subject here. So yeah, definitely. You go to NYC, go ahead and get something on your gold card in your built wallet and tell us what happens. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I definitely, for any reason to go back and stay at the Park Hyatt, I may take a trip to NYC anyway. But yeah, if you were there and you can try that out, I would love to hear it. Hell, we can go live together, and I'll just give you the floor and you can tell us all about it. I'd love to do that. But I definitely want to hear about that. So let's see here. What else? What time? We running up on time? Okay, so it is right now, it's 7:13. So I know I have a video dropping in 15 minutes, if I do recall, if I'm recalling correct, because I am so tired lately that I don't remember anything. So let's just double check, because I forget. Refresh this window. Yeah, I do have a video dropping in 15 minutes. So let's see, I'll do what I can for science. My man, live correspondent. I know that's right. Oh man, I think this is gonna be great. I definitely want to hear about what happens where that is concerned. So yeah, because I'm gonna end this one early, so that way I can go get my 6x built points and get me and the wife some dinner. But yeah, I just want to go live for you guys and let you guys know. Expect me first of the month, every month. Now, it's not going to be at a scheduled set time, because I'm a mover and shaker. I may be coming to you from an airport. I may be coming to you from wherever. Did someone say Park Hyatt? Oh man, PG. PG. I think it was you who told me that you stayed at the Thompson and you preferred the Park Hyatt. That place. My wife still comes to me and she's like, so when are we going back? I mean, at this point, we don't have a reason to go back. Plus, we kind of got to work to feed the kids, but she definitely is down for the cause. You guys, if you get a chance to stay at a Category 8 Hyatt property, you will not regret it. I don't care about their footprint compared to Hilton and Marriott. Trust me, staying at a Hyatt property, category 8 Hyatt property, 5-star property, and especially when you do it for free, it's just on another level. Remember, man, earn and burn your points. Don't sit on these points. They're literally here for you to enjoy. You want to have a quick weekend getaway? Go take a quick weekend getaway. I'm telling you, you will be better for it. That is a stamp from me that has my seal of approval. You heard it here first. Burn these points. Use these points. Remember, being a millionaire with credit card points on the open market is literally almost like being a millionaire with monopoly money. Unless people have any confidence in it, nobody cares, so you're not really impressing anybody. Burn your points. You worked hard for them. You spent hard for them. You were responsible for them. Go ahead and get it done. My wife still talks about the Park Hyatt, and we have to start bringing them to the Regencies. Okay. The reason, oh yeah, okay. That's definitely something for me to consider. Have to jet, but thanks for the live. Hey, no problem, JP. Thank you so much for coming through. And to tell you the truth, it looks like I actually have to go as well. I appreciate everybody who came through to the live. Thank you so much for showing some love. Anthony, I appreciate the super chat. You have started a war, and frankly, we'll see who wins this one. I am all for the support of other creators, and I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for being here. So like I said, I'm going to keep this one nice and short. I'm going to end it here, and hopefully you guys will catch my video coming out at 7:30 or any time beyond that. I actually have to go edit some more videos to keep a good release schedule for you. So you guys take it easy. Take it easy, PG. Salute for Sledge, even though he couldn't make it. And I will catch you guys in the next one.